Say, before we make this jump, anybody want to say a few words?
I figure if God can hear how scared I am, so can everyone else. Locke, you buying the first drink when we're done?
You ask, you buy. Fire Team Osiris, the light is green.
Hello people, welcome to JoeyGripps YouTube channel, and today we're talking about the Xbox Series X possible delay. As I mentioned in my previous YouTube video, the PlayStation 5 is having so many troubles with hardware issues and manufacturing issues and optimizations issues that it gets us to wonder whether or not the Xbox Series X will be delayed due to the current affairs of our time. During an exclusive interview with IGN Unlocked, Phil Spencer was asked exactly the same question: will the Xbox Series X be delayed due to what's happening around the world that's slowing down manufacturing, shipping, etc. Here's a clip from that interview.
I can't help, I mean, we have to talk about the current situation a little bit. You guys have publicly said everything's on track for a fall launch of the Series X as of now, but is there a possibility, is there a sort of envelope B where if things don't improve, if things go a certain way, where this console doesn't make the launch in the fall?
Well, I'll say the thing I'm going to put front and center is safety and security of the teams. And there's no decision that I will make, or frankly anybody at Microsoft would even ask me to make, that would compromise the safety and security of the teams for kind of a near-term, either financial or product gain. It's just right. The teams are the most important thing. I'd say pragmatically, the supply chains in China have started to come back. I think we've seen that in the news, that China was obviously earlier in dealing with C-19 before it spread. And I think we can see in the factories and stuff, we're starting to report things back from them, and that's working for us. The biggest issue, the two big issues we're kind of monitoring right now, building a video game from home, a large distributed team of hundreds of people is not easy. Right. Video games, as we know right now, are big, and there's like huge, massive asset bases that each one of these games have, and how you train up. I think all of those things are, we're just kind of living. On the hardware platform side, I think I made it public when I had my Series X at home and I'm using it for testing. As much as I have a great time doing that kind of time with the console is important. And we want to make sure that we've got the right amount of time for the platform tech that we're putting in place to get all the testing done. So we've had to move a lot of that testing in the homes. I'd say things right now aren't easy. I think things are stretched. I can feel it in the teams, they're stretched. We have nothing right now that says we're not going to make the dates that we've been planning. But I'll also say, as I said earlier, this is kind of real-time stuff, and I'm going to put the safety and security of the teams at the top, along with a quality product. Like, I don't want to rush a product out if it's not ready. So feeling good, but also just being eyes wide open.
The first thing I want to say about the clip and the interview that Phil Spencer had with IGN Unlocked is that I totally agree with him that the safety of the employees, of the people working to make the hardware and the software for Microsoft Xbox platform is priority. We need to make sure that everyone is okay and they're able to continue living a healthy life, whether they're working remotely or they're still working on-prem. The second thing he said that I want to pay attention to is that they don't want to rush a product that's not ready. And I'm in total agreement. We don't want to rush a console that still hasn't been tested fully and hasn't gone through the testing phases as any major hardware that comes out to the consumers goes through. The third thing he says that's, I think, great news for everyone is that he's actually using the Xbox Series X at home. He's playing it, he's testing it, and I'm sure he's testing all the functionalities like multiplayer, communicating with people on his friends list, testing out different games and different resolutions from 4K, 1080p, 720p, etc., etc. So the fact that Phil Spencer and I'm sure other people who are product testing the Xbox Series X right now, to me, gives me a breath of fresh air that, hey, the console is already built, people are using it, and that's heading in the right direction. The question that is on everybody's mind in terms of manufacturing, how many consoles can they manufacture by holiday 2020 that would meet the expected demand for them? That is the biggest question that I'm sure they have, and I'm sure the manufacturers who are making it overseas are trying to figure out to give them an answer. I'm sure by the summer, July, August, we're going to know whether the console is going to come out holiday 2020. From all the reports from the past 2 weeks, there's no doubt in my mind that the Xbox Series X is ready to ship. Unlike the PlayStation 5, which is having so many troubles currently with developers trying to make games for it. Not even beta testers, but developers trying to make games and optimizing games for it. There's no doubt in my mind that the PS5 will be delayed until 2021, or a downgraded version of the PS5 will come out holiday 2020 with the Pro version coming out next year, something like that. But in terms of the Xbox Series X, I think they're going to release it this year. I think they're not going to have enough consoles to meet the demand if the manufacturers are not ready to go by the summer. I'm going to continue following this news on the Xbox Series X, and I'm going to continue updating my community about it. So make sure to subscribe if you're new, comment below, and let me know what you think about the Xbox Series X. Do you think it will be delayed? Do you think it's ready to go? Do you think they're going to have enough Xbox to ship by holiday 2020 in order for it not to be delayed? Thanks everyone for the support. I totally appreciate it. See you next time. JoeyGripps signing off. See ya.